Hello guys, and welcome to a simple tutorial on how to make a bootable USB drive for Windows 10. So before we start, you will need to download a program from your web browser. So let's head to the web browser and type in Rufus. Now click on the first page and scroll down until you see downloads and download the latest version that you can see. As I have already done this, I will just open the program from my desktop and click yes. Now, sometimes when you just download it and try to open it, it might say that it wants to search for updates, but you actually don't need to update the application because that's not important. So just head to it when you download it, and if you see this window, then we can continue. Now, under devices, you need to select the USB that you actually want to use to make the bootable USB. So mine is called Windows 10. And I would actually advise you to rename it and name it Windows 10 under the volume label later because it's easier to recognize. So next up we got boot selection. Now here you actually choose which format is the Windows 10 that you actually downloaded. Mine is an ISO image, so I selected disk or ISO image. If yours, let's say a FreeDOS, that can be a Linux or something else, that is totally different, so that's up to you. But mine is ISO, so I'll leave it as that. And now I need to select the Windows, but before we do that, I would advise you to actually take all of the files that are important from USB and save them into a backup folder, because this program will actually format your USB and will delete all of the data from it. So if you have done that, just click select and select the Windows. Now after that, you just leave the standard Windows installation, and under the target system, you will leave the one that it actually chooses, the program. Now, a little bit of a tricky part is the partition scheme. You actually need to find it out yourself, what the partition scheme for your particular PC or laptop is. So how do you do that? You just press the Windows key and X at the same time and click on disk management. And here you can actually just see all of your disks in your PC. You just need to choose the one on which the system will go. So mine will go on my SSD, and this is the one. And now you need to right click and click on properties. After that, you need to click on volumes. And here, if you look closely, you will see this partition style. So mine is GPT. So it's already GPT in the Rufus. And most of your PCs or laptops will actually be this partition style, but you should still check so it would work, because if you are not using GPT and you want to install Windows, it will not work. So at the format options, it will actually give you a few options. That is volume label. It will just change the name of your USB after formatting. And under file system, you actually need to choose the correct one, but my advice is to use NTFS, because many laptops and PCs nowadays actually don't work no more with FAT32, especially laptops like newer ones, like let's say Acer Nitro or Asus ROG laptops, those newer ones, and they will just not work. So after I changed that, I changed it now. You just leave the cluster size what it says by default, because that is the right one for the file system. Now under the advanced option, you just don't need to do anything. You just leave it as it is. And if you have done all of those things, you just need to click start, and you will successfully have made a bootable USB drive for Windows 10. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial and that you have a fresh installation of Windows 10 on your PC now. Bye.